Hi there, thanks for joining me today. So, we're having a hybrid class of some yoga and some stretching mixed in with some Parkinson specific exercises. It's all performed sitting in the chair, so all you need is a chair, a sturdy one at that. I have a chair without armrests. It allows you to move around a little more freely, but if that's all you have available is one with arms, that's okay. We can modify around that. Just make sure it's not sliding around on the floor. That's why I have mine on the mat and I have it near the back of a wall so it doesn't move back either. And if you need to have a blanket under your hips, you can do that, or under your feet to prop your feet up. Make yourself comfy. Take a second to kind of get yourself settled in. Like I said, it's all sitting in the chair. So you don't have to worry about if you have any balance issues right now or just feeling extra tired. This is a great option to do as well. Just a couple things to think of for the class is in general, we like to teach with our patients that have Parkinson's to kind of take up as much space as you can with these exercises. So wide arms, fingers wide. I'll be cueing you with this throughout the whole class as well, but stepping large whenever we go to move our legs, just thinking of taking up, like I said, as much space around you and opening up through the front of the body the best you can. And I'll add in some other ways to challenge yourself throughout as well. But that's the general idea is if we want to stretch, we want to open up, we want to loosen up some of the trunk and the legs and the arms and keep things moving a little bit. Okay? So once you're set up, you can come back and join me in the chair. So I like to be scooted away from the backrest a little bit to work my posture, but if you feel like you need that support from the backrest, by all means you can lean into it. But if not, you can, challenge yourself a little and scoot away to work those posture muscles a little bit. So we have our feet flat on the floor. My shoulders are trying to relax away from my ears. You can just have your hands on your lap if that feels okay. Now, gaze can be down at the floor or let your gaze close here just to start to warm up the breath a little bit. So I'm going to close mine. My chest and my heart is lifted. Shoulders again are down and back. Starting to tune into the room around us, feeling the ground under our feet and the chair supporting us under our hips, growing tall through the top of the head. If it feels good to you, bring one hand over the other on the low belly. Let's start to expand through the low belly on the inhale and relax on the exhale. So as we inhale, we want to feel that belly open up into the hands and slowly release on the exhale with control. Try a few more. Inhaling, expanding, open. Exhaling, relaxing back. So we're starting to create some movement in the diaphragm, in the lungs, opening up. A few more at your own pace. You can go as deep as you like with the breath, but you have to be able to control it on the exhale. And also feel relaxed through the jaw, through the throat, through the shoulders. One or two more wherever you are. Inhaling big. Exhale, relax. We're going to be matching the breath with our movements today. And slowly just let the breath settle down to its normal rhythm here. Hands can drop to your thighs or beside you on the chair. Let your chin drop towards the chest. Feel the back of the neck open up. Breathing in, breathing out. And with these neck rolls, we're going to take it to your motion. So if you have any neck pain or stiffness, just go gentle here. We're going to bring the right ear towards the right shoulder and then over to the left and chin to chest. Let's do one more time that same way. Right ear, right shoulder. Pause for a breath and then back and over left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest. Let's reverse it. Taking it to the left side, pause, and then over to the right. And chin to chest. So we're not going into much extension. One more time. We're just going from side to side. You can add a little extension if that feels okay. And then chin to chest. So inhale, gaze straight ahead, and then slightly tuck your chin. So we're lengthening the back of the neck and strengthening the back of our neck. Inhale, shoulders come up towards ears. Big inhale. Exhale, let them drop down and back. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop shoulders down and back. One more this way. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now let's reverse that. Bring it up and back and over. This one might feel a little different. We don't always roll our shoulders this way. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Shake them out a little bit. Hands by your side. Again, find some space with the hands here as you inhale. Arms come all the way up overhead. See if you can reach your palms together. Rotate them away and exhale, almost like you're painting the walls with your hands here. So inhale as much space as you can. Exhale, rotate palms out and slowly all the way down. One more like that. Inhale up. Rotate palms away. Exhale, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Now inhale, arms straight out in front, just arms or parallel to the ground. And from here, go ahead and try to inhale and reach forward. So we're shifting our weight forward and then slowly come back to middle. So we're testing that sitting balance. Inhale. Exhale. We're also strengthening the legs because we're starting to bring weight through both feet as we shift forward. Two more. Inhale. Press through the feet. Really engage through the thighs as you come forward. And then back. So similar motion, but hands come down to the thighs. Find some space with your feet, a little wider stance than you'd think, giving yourself some space to fold forward here. So we're keeping up with that weight shift, but let's start with the hands on the thighs if that feels a little safer. Because again, we don't want to come too far forward where you feel like you're going to come out of the chair. We want to be in control. So having our hands on our thighs may be helpful for that. And then we're going to inhale forward and then exhale back. You can always have your friend, family member with you while you do this. If you feel that is safer, you can be near the chair, or you are in a chair, be near the table. Good. Now on this one, we're going to add a little something with the arms. Again, this comes back to some of those Parkinson specific exercises. So fold forward. And on the way up, we're going to open up wide with the arms, power up. So inhale down. Exhale, give it some oomph all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Fingers wide. Open up. Down. And then squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. Hold it here. Arms like a goalpost. Inhale. Maybe the head just looks up at the sky a little bit, opening the heart. And relax back down. Hands to the thighs, let everything round out here. Head drops, back rounds. Inhale, lifting the chest, trying to get a little movement in the low back here as you look up. Cat-cow. Exhale, let everything round out. Inhale, look up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding out. Inhale, opening up, arching through the back. One more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Come back to middle. Find that large stance again. Hands will stay on your thighs, or if you want to challenge yourself and you feel like you have good control, you can reach your hands out. I'll show the out version since we did the hands on the thighs first. So we're going to reach our hands towards the ground. Okay, so you're either here, okay, or we're going to reach towards the ground and up. Ready? Inhale in the middle, nice and tall. Exhale it out. Inhale, fold. Exhale, up. Inhale and exhale. Again, remember, fingers wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the top between each other. Squeeze. And last one. And squeeze. Hold for a breath. Arms like a goalpost. And relax. From here, keep your right knee bent and try to straighten your left leg either like this, or you can have the inner sole of your foot on the ground, almost like warrior two if you've done yoga before. If not, if this is uncomfortable, please just have your leg bent or down like this is okay as well. So play around with it, find what works for you, because this can be a lot of stress on the hip here. So find something in the middle there. And we're going to stretch a little more at this side here. So think about arms out, fingertips apart. Reach out towards your right, back to the middle. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Again, we're also testing that sitting balance here. Two more. In, out. Now on our next one, we're going to drop our forearm down to that your right thigh, and reach up and over. Inhale, reaching those fingertips on that left arm, up and out over your head. Pause here for a nice breath into the side body. One more breath. And then inhale on your next breath as you reverse, drop your left hand down to your thigh and all the way up and over with the right arm. The head can be looking down at the ground, or you can look up towards the sky. One more breath here. And then inhale back to your warrior two position. Shoulders drop. And float the arms back down. If you need to help the legs back, you can always lift your legs back up to the middle. And let's try on the other side. So step that left leg out and see how you can just straighten the right leg. And again, one side might feel different than the other, of course. One side might feel stiffer, one side might be weaker, one side just might not be working the way you want it to today. So just make those, make those variations available to you and try to really tune into the body. So let's try warrior two on the other side. Again, just kind of settling into the pose, feeling the sit bones on the chair, trying to have an, as tall as posture as we can. And let's inhale, reach that left arm out. Exhale, middle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, middle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, middle. Reach. And on our next one, we're going to inhale out. Exhale, forearm down to the thigh. Reach up and over with that right arm, keeping some space between our left shoulder, left ear. Reach up and out. Couple deep breaths, opening up through the side, through the ribs. And inhale, up and over, reverse, flip it. Your left palm should be facing the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. And next inhale, warrior two. Drop the arms and step those feet back in. From here, inhale, lift the chest, drop the head, and exhale, round it out. Cat-cow, two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through middle. Let's step that right foot out again and try to straighten that left one or keep it bent. Just so you have a wide stance is okay. Now we're going to flow a little bit more with that movement, okay? So we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, drop your right forearm down to the thigh, reach up and over. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, exhale. You can even go inhale through middle, exhale as you fold. Inhale through middle, exhale as you fold. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Find your warrior two. Pause here. And let's drop the legs. Go ahead, reverse it. Try the other side. Set yourself up. Warrior two. And inhale. Then exhale. Drop that left forearm down to the thigh. Reach up and over. Inhale through middle. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. And exhale. Stay big. Stay wide. Fingertips apart. And find your warrior two. Pause. Looking over the left fingertips and relax. Drop the arms. Come back through to middle. Let yourself inhale here nice and tall. Exhale, just fold forward, not as far as you feel comfortable. Again, I want you to have control. You can keep your forearms on your thighs. And then inhale, scoop or kind of sweep the chest. Palms flat on the knees here on top of the thighs. And then just sweep through, kind of like a little cobra action. Hold here, drive the shoulders down and back, elbows coming behind you to gently squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, just let everything round out. Little variation of the cat-cow. So as we inhale, tall, exhale, fold forward, inhale, come through, little cobra, and then exhale, come out of it, round it out. One more like that. Inhale, come tall, exhale, fold forward, inhale, arching through the low back, and exhale, relax. Inhale through middle. Make sure on this one you have, again, some space to the side of you. We're working now some rotation. So feet wide, arms come out wide. And again, I can't say it enough, fingers wide. And just try here to give yourself some finger flicks. So make a fist, open up wide. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. So you have that sensation kind of building up in the hands, hopefully being more aware of what our hands are doing, because we're going to use that as our cue to get rotating. And when we're rotating, let the hips come with you, especially in the chair. Don't have to keep them glued to the chair. That'll strain the low back. So let everything move here together. Arms wide. We're inhaling in the middle. We're going to twist off to your right. Clap. Open up wide. That's the key. Everyone forgets to open up wide. And then exhale, clap to the other side. Do you see how my hips are moving? Now, yours may not come that far, and that's fine, but let them shift with you. Ready? Let's try a few in a row here, and I want you to breathe. Use your vision to look where you're going. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, loud clap. Exhale, inhale, exhale, louder. Inhale, exhale, breathe. One more each way. Open up in the middle, don't forget that. And relax. Drop the arms, shake them out. That can be a little workout for the arms for sure. So just take a nice breath here. Let everything calm down. We're going to do one more round of those. So again, ground through your feet, have a wider stance if you need to. See how that felt? Were you getting stuck somewhere? Did it feel stiffer in some places? See if you can go and feel into that a little bit more on the second round. Was it hard to stop in the middle? So maybe you need to focus on that part. Were your hands staying open, fingers wide? So there's lots of little pieces of the puzzle here. So open up wide. Inhale, exhale. We're starting off to the left. Inhale, middle, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Let the hips move with you. Follow with your eyes to where you're turning. Try not to let the hands cheat by creeping forward. Couple more. Stopping in the middle to reset. And then twist. Last one. Good. And relax. Take a second, shake them out. Do some finger flicks if you need to. Very good. All right. So from here, we're going to give the arms a break and work the legs. So if you have armrests on your chair, your version is going to look like this when we start to step. Just in and out. Okay? If you don't have an armrest, we're going to be moving in the chair as long as you feel safe doing that. Okay? If you do not feel safe and your balance isn't as good in sitting, then just start here. You can even be holding onto the chair if you need to. Okay? You're imagining that you have an object, kind of like if I have my block here, and you're trying to lift so high that you have to clear that obstacle. So remember, think large and trying to really over exaggerate some of these movements if you need to get that connection to that leg. So ready? We're going to step to the left first. So 2 steps to the left, and then we'll go to the other way. So we're inhaling, exhale, inhale, and step, 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 step. Your goal is to get at least 2 or 3 steps so you're facing the other way. If you're just sitting in the middle and stepping, maybe you do 3 steps one way. Okay? And then inhale and step all the way over to the other side. So everyone's going to be maybe at their own pace here. So you can kind of watch me to guide yourself, but everyone's steps are going to be different. So, or you're not moving at all. But think about lifting high, driving that knee up. Like you're getting in and out of the car, you got to lift the leg. If you need to help the leg with your arm, you help the leg with your arm. But you're trying to do as much as you can with just your legs. You're also working the core here. Let's go one more round. I know, probably getting tired. Take a break when you need it. Good. And we'll come back, even it out, and to the middle if you were moving in the chair. If you weren't, just take a breather. Inhale and exhale. See how that felt? Was that tricky? And the more you practice this, our goal is that you'll be able to lift higher without having to compensate as much either. Did you notice if you are rocking so you could get that leg up? Eventually you want to try to keep the trunk nice and still and do a lot of the movement at the hip, which can be hard because they can be stiff. So hopefully by now we're starting to loosen up a little bit. We've got our legs lifting. So now let's continue to work more arms and legs, and now coordination, which is just as important. So we'll also come back to the core a little bit. So arms by your side, inhale here, exhale. We're going to raise opposite arm, opposite leg. So inhale, whichever side you want to start on. Inhale up, Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Slowly on this one. Again, we all might be at our own pace on this because sometimes it's harder to coordinate. It could be a strength issue, a balance issue. We're just lifting as high as we can, even if it's an inch or two, but we're just working on that coordination and matching the breath with the movement. A couple more. Now go ahead and relax. Kind of let everything round out here. Rock it side to side if you need to. Let's do one other variation here. Inhaling through middle. Exhale. Arms by your side. Now we're straightening the leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale with control, up, with control down. Very nice. One more each way, or even it out wherever you may be. And we'll relax back through middle and breathe. Inhale, lift your right arm out, saying stop, and then reach around with your left hand and gently pull your palm towards you, feeling a stretch through the forearm, hopefully. One more breath. Flip it, palms, fingertips down. Now we might feel something on the top of our forearm. Roll that wrist, couple directions each way. And now we were doing full finger flicks earlier. Now I want you to focus on one finger at a time. So thumb, flick, first, second, third, fourth finger. So again, work with where you're at. Put some power behind it. Flick it with some purpose. Okay, last round, wherever you are with that, shake it out. And let's try palm facing forward with the left hand. Gently stretch through the wrist, pulling back towards you. And fingertips down, pulling back towards you, opening up the front of the forearm. And roll the wrist. Good. And finger flicks. So one, and again, like I said, one side might feel different, might be harder, and that's okay. We work with where we're at for the day, knowing each day might be different. Just what we got. Good. Last round, wherever you are here. And in big inhale, palms together. Bring the palms in front of the heart. Try not to let the palms come away from each other. So push into the palms. Keep the bottom of the heels of the hands together. Again, roll those shoulders down and back. Lift the chest towards the thumbs and see how far, keeping the elbows up, you can bring those hands before they start to peel away. And hold it here. Breathe. Two more breaths. And relax. Couple more stretches as we extend the left leg. You can have your leg propped or your foot, if you have a block or a stool, you can have it propped up on top of that. It adds a little extra stretch. Or if you have a strap, you can have the strap around the ball of the foot. But if you don't, we're just straightening the leg the best we can, pulling the toes towards you the best you can. Inhale, exhale, folding forward. You can support yourself on your other leg. Again, I don't want you to feel like you're going to fall out of the chair, but I do want you to feel a stretch through the back of the leg. Hands can slide down the thigh or the shin. Pause for a few breaths. And slowly roll out of it. All the way up, switch sides. So grounding through the left foot, inhale, tall. Exhale, fold forward, hands slide down the right leg. Toes pulling back towards you. And inhale all the way back up. Last one here. And lift your leg, help it up there if needed. Bring that left leg up on top of the right, kind of like you would if you're going to put your shoes or socks on. If that's available to you, do this pose. If not, you can just have the soles of your feet out, or you can just do kind of like a knee to the chest, or just a cross-legged. Just trying to get a little bit of a stretch through the hips. So you can be here, or here are probably the best three options. So if we're here, we either just hold it right here. If you're already feeling a stretch, maybe in the hip or the back. If not, you can gently just lean forward an inch or two and then just pause there and breathe. And next breath, just come out of it nice and easy. Lift that leg and help it down and bring up the right leg. Noticing, as I've been saying, one side over the other might feel different, and just honor that and try to respect that. Don't push into anything too far. I want you to be safe. And the more that you do this, you'll get a little more comfortable with the movements with the body, and you'll be able to make those decisions on how much maybe to try from day to day. And ease out of it. Both feet come onto the ground. You can scoot back into the chair, lean back, start to relax. Hands can be on the thighs if that feels comfortable. Eyes can, be at the floor, or they can close here. Just a little reflection before we end. I want you to scan the body from the head down towards the toes, just working your way and noticing how you feel after this class. Any more energy or aliveness in the body? Any less tension or feeling a little looser in some areas? You might also feel more fatigued in others. Some of these muscles we haven't maybe moved in a while in this particular way, so it might be letting you know that. Knowing when we start any program, we might feel a little, sore or whatnot the next day or two, but being aware of that and maybe adjusting what you do each session and see if that helps. And I like just to end with taking a moment to think of a couple things that you may feel grateful for today. It's always great to try to remember and remind ourselves what we're grateful for, bringing it back to the gratitude. why we do what we do. Let a smile spread across the lips, across the heart. If it feels okay to you, you can bring the hands into prayer in front of the heart and let the head bow towards the hands. And thank you guys for giving this a chance and putting yourself out there and working through it and just being awesome. So thank you. Namaste.